If you aren't already aware of the data breach at Equifax in September 2017, where I and 148 million other consumers were affected, your credit information could be at risk. Once you're a victim of identity theft, it can be a horrible process to get corrected. My name is Mitchell Hockenberry, and I'm going to explain how you can freeze your credit report. I think many people out there are ignorant of how easy it is to freeze and unfreeze their credit file. But before I get into the how, let me explain the why. A credit freeze can help you by keeping the bad guys from using your social security number to open credit cards and loans in your name. You see, you aren't notified of this issue until after it happens. That means you are only in reactive mode versus proactive mode. Some people think that they're being proactive by having a credit monitoring service. But again, this is simply reactive because the monitoring is only telling you after the fact. The way to be proactive is to freeze the account. I'd first recommend you get a free copy of your credit report from each of the 3 credit reporting agencies: TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. Next, you may call each of them to put on a freeze, or you can do it online. I did mine online. I like to know I got it right when I input the information myself rather than telling someone over the phone. I'll provide the links to each of the credit agencies' websites exactly where you can freeze your account out at www.personalfinancemadeclear.com. So be sure to go there after you check that out after watching this video. And then there's also some extra resources at the end of that as well. But here's how easy it really is. TransUnion and Experian have a simple process to register an account and create usernames and passwords. PINs too, like the little 5-digit numbers. Then you pay $5 to freeze the account. For my wife and I, that came out to $20 for the 2 of us at those 2 agencies. Equifax, probably because of the breach, they don't charge anything. But Equifax didn't have us set up a username or password. They just give you a PIN. And you must have Adobe Acrobat Reader installed on your computer. So be careful. There is a way to check ahead of time, and I strongly suggest you do, as you will need the PIN in order to unfreeze your account. But here's the best part. You can unfreeze your account for a specific period of time or a specific company. So I highly suggest you do this when the time is right. It too costs $5. There is a new law and it's coming and it's supposed to make this free, but here's the deal. Many pay $100 or more each year for credit monitoring per person, and that means you can initially freeze your account and then temporarily unfreeze it like 8 times a year, and it's less money than those credit monitoring companies. So I ask, how often do you really need to unfreeze it? Not that many times each year. Lastly, there's another benefit. It's like a speed bump to doing something like getting a car loan when you haven't planned it out. Additionally, you won't fall for the, hi, would you like to save 10% on your purchase today by getting a store credit card? You can't, which is pretty awesome. So please subscribe to the Personal Finance Made Clear YouTube channel. It does help. Then be sure to head on over to personalfinancemadeclear.com for additional resources. And if you haven't watched my video on budgeting, make sure you do that next. Thanks.